pacing indoors, walking and talking today, Thursday, 11 January 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. It's my YouTube channel, Tanis Leonhardi. This is Kona dog. Wow, he's sleeping, napping. Well, trying to. Or I'm gonna just pace around indoors. What am I talking about? So I called, on Tuesday, so 9 January 2024, I called the Wikimedia Foundation to follow up about what appears to be harassment because of my sexual orientation on my user talk page and getting my block unblocked or overturned or letting me in or whatever it's called. And so I started that process. The block was from June 2023. So I called on Tuesday, left a message, and then was like, okay, I'm gonna save some stuff, make sure work through what should I say. Then I called back this morning and the voicemail system had changed, so the phones were turned on. And they said, and this time they made that clear. They were like, nobody's at the front desk. All right, so then directed me to voicemail. And then, and that was at 9:51 a.m. today. And then I went outside and cleaned the deck a little bit. But that would be pacing outdoors, so no. But I can still show it, right? Through the window, open the door and show. And so then I called back at 10:41, same thing, and I left a voicemail. This is what I did between, so I scrubbed this. It's not mold, it's like a combination of pollen and just that kind of stuff. Moss kind of thing. Oh, and I cleaned this too. I scrubbed this and it looks better, but it's still some green. But the railing here, it used to look like the green stuff, and now it's cleaner. And through over here too. So I did that so I called at 9:51, started cleaning that at 9:59, cleaned that to 10:31, rolled up the hose, and then called again at 10:41. And my message was saying, I called in and was like, I'm a volunteer contributor. I was blocked in June 2023. I'm going through the process of trying to come back to contributing, working through that, and kind of just, and I'm being what appears to be harassed because of my sexual orientation on my user page. So I'm calling to, I don't know really what to do, and I'm calling to see if you guys can help and or provide advice. And if I don't hear back from you, I'm going to interpret that as you guys can't, or it's not in the capacity of kind of what you guys do, or you can't say, right? They might not be able to help, as in they can't because I'm a volunteer or something like that. So that's roughly the message I left. So if I don't hear back from them, I'm interpreting that as they can't help or don't have advice, right? Because ask for help and or advice. And so, yeah. And I actually said that, if I don't hear back kind of thing, because I would venture based on some of the abuses of authority I experienced at the University of California, Berkeley, and meeting with people in departments outside of the department where I was experiencing it, the harassment and stuff. There's only so much they can do, right? Because at the end of the day, I was a student of this other department. So I would guess it's a little bit like that, where it's I'm gonna guess they might not be able to. I don't know how that works, right? Wikipedia is kind of an online thing versus the University of California, Berkeley. I was there for in-person stuff. So, but yeah, point being, I've experienced situations in the past where people genuinely cannot help just because of their capacities and their position. Right. So, yeah, so that's where I'm at on that. I guess the next step would be, I've already clicked on the appeal button to see what that looks like, and there's different buttons on the screen to push depending on what the type of block is. So I was thinking, well, maybe since I've already called multiple times today and left a second voicemail after the first voicemail on Tuesday, I'm like, maybe what I'll do, take time to think about it again, and then do tomorrow, maybe log into the, click on I'm the type of block where it's a blocked user. So I might click on that button to see what it looks like. and decide on whether I want to do an appeal or not. It kind of depends on the information. It's like, and since I haven't clicked on that button before, it'd be fun to do a YouTube video. Right, I'm not going to show the screen necessarily as I do it in case my like email address shows up, but like I could show the screen, right? If it doesn't have identifying information, that kind of thing. You kind of keeping in mind safety, actually like go through it for the first time in video. Yeah, but that's my update. As I did call, so I've called 3 times, twice with voicemails, and I thought this one today was. If I were working at a company, be it whatever the character of the company is, it was a professional voicemail. Not that the first one wasn't, just this was very concise is perhaps the word. Professional and concise, whereas the other one was perhaps just professional, and potentially even more professional in the way of, since I really didn't know at that point in time, it might have been easier for them to figure it out or be like, I have a question on this part, right? Versus this is a lot more logistical, so it might not be, depending on the perspective of the person on the other side, which I don't know because I have not ever worked for Wikimedia, the Wikimedia Foundation, which is what oversees Wikipedia and stuff. And they're not in charge of content, so the people I called today, but they're in charge of the entire, not just Wikipedia, right? The Wikipedia is part of the Wikimedia Foundation, kind of thing, which is why it's called like the Wikimedia Commons and stuff like that. And there are Wikimedia projects and stuff like that. So, right, because the people I called today, it's like they might not even have a Wikipedia account or a Wikimedia account, like for the encyclopedia part or the projects. I've done stuff at work in different institutions, and usually accounts are only made if it's like per the role of the person. Like if somebody's an employee, they don't get a student account at a university. If somebody's a student, they don't get an employee account unless they're actually an employee. And then those, in my own experience, employee positions get very targeted access. And like even within a department, it might be you don't get access to this unless you're working on this project within the department. Right, so there's a good chance that people I called today have not ever even made a Wikipedia or Wikimedia projects account. Right. So there's the accepting that and bringing that up in my message, right? Being like, they might not be able to help, in which case I probably not going to get a call back, right? But putting that in my message itself. So there's the update on that. Happy walking and talking today, Thursday, 11 January 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. This is my YouTube channel, Tanis Leonhardi, and this is Conan Dag.